Yo, what up, man? You already know who it is, man. It's YFRS, and welcome to the Nexz YouTube channel, man. Today, I'm going to talk to you guys about a platform called FlutterFlow and why I feel like it's the next level up for your web presence and website and what it can do. More than likely, you're probably using a platform like WordPress, or you're using Webflow, or you're using Squarespace or Wix, or all of these different platforms. Framers are also fire, in my opinion. The one thing a lot of these platforms lack is the ability to build that platform one time and actually use that same build for iOS, Android deployment, and actually have an app on the app stores on Google and the Apple App Store. So apparently FlutterFlow is the platform that allows you to build applications faster than ever, where you can create beautiful UI, generate clean code, and deploy to the app stores on web in one click. I will say that it is not one click, but once you get it set up, once you get like connected to the actual app stores and do all the work from there, it is actually one click. And it's actually pretty fire. And you can extend on this with custom code. So I think a lot of people, when they hear no code or low code platform, they think that like, oh, you don't have to code at all. There's some things you could do without ever coding, right? Like on FlutterFlow for sure. But I think once you want to get like more advanced, or if you want to have like a music player, you know what I mean? Like an actual like Spotify type music player, then you're going to have to probably code that. This is what it actually looks like. It's pretty straightforward. All your widgets and everything that you're going to use on the side. So if you're used to using like a Figma situation, or, you know, I think WordPress with their plugin, just similar. Like, but you can just drag and drop the widgets right into the screen, just like they just did right now. Everything that you need to kind of make edits on the right side, like your padding, like your font weight, all of that stuff, the size of the font, like where your text colors and all of these different things, alignments, margins, etc., how it looks on the screen. You could do that easily right within the interface. So I think for the main part, being able to build your UI and logic visibly. It says easy drag and drop allows you to build 10 times faster with over 80 Flutter widgets and 170 pre-designed components. I personally don't use a lot of the pre-designed components, to be honest. I think once you get comfortable with Flutter, you're gonna want to like make it more custom to you, to the design that you have. Can it help you get started fast? Yes. I think you're going to want to use your own once you get more comfortable on Flutter. So integrated logic and connections. Firebase support makes it easy to connect your app to live data. You can also use API support to connect with any third-party API or your own RESTful backend. This part's crazy to me. I feel like the ability to connect to any API and be able to kind of really build this out visually, that opens up like everything as far as the platform, and takes it out of this whole no code type of environment, in a sense that you're not like boxed in. You could actually go grab other different tools. So if you have like SendGrid, or if you have Resend for your email services, if you want to connect to Twilio, SMS services, or different things like that, and you want to apply using APIs, you could do that. Or you could use APIs on other different platforms like FastGen or BuildShip, where you could actually set up your whole back end of the platform off of FlutterFlow, and actually, you know, connect to that off platform. And where that's useful is if you stopped using FlutterFlow and you still needed to connect to the back end, if you just move to VS Code or move to something more native, or move to a different platform, you can still have access to all your user flows that you already preset up using your APIs. So that's like mad key to me on FlutterFlow. And you can build responsive applications. So obviously this is more on you than them. You got to make sure that everything is responsive by building different sizes, but they do have things on there like wrap that allows you to kind of do that a little bit automatically, but you still have to do your own builds. Can customize everything. This part I thought was crazy too. I think I'm seeing a lot of platforms do this. BuildShip does do this. FastGen does do this. Platforms like Make do this. A lot of platforms that have automation do this. Being able to build out your actions visually and see where everything is going. I'm a visual person, so I got to see things visually for real to like make it make sense in my head, because I hate doing things like just 100% programmatically, because I need to see things. I'm a creative, so I got to be able to see things. So handle complex logic visually. Our visual action builder makes it easy to add complex action flows within your application. Unlimited possibilities with code. Like I said earlier, It's not a full no-code situation. Can you build full no-code applications on FlutterFlow? The answer is yes. If you want to actually have way more use case, can you actually build something more robust using custom code, custom actions, custom functions? Yes, you can. And those three things along with APIs takes the ceiling to me off of FlutterFlow, because now really the limit is you. You know what I mean? So if you don't know how to use code, custom functions, or custom actions, then you're gonna feel limited at some point with FlutterFlow. But if you do know how to use those things, or if you learn how to use those things, then you know what I mean, the world's your oyster. I mean, like, you can go as far as you wanna go, as far as your mind will let you. You can get pretty crazy with FlutterFlow. And last but not least, localization is second. So you could translate your whole app really fast. And that might be key if you're international and not just domestic or in the US. You know, even in the US, there's a lot of people who speak different languages. So that can be, you know, a thing. So in my opinion, FlutterFlow, they on track. Check these guys out. Go to the website. It's flutterflow.io and see how it works for you. I'm going to be putting out some videos of just how to do things in FlutterFlow, how to get started. You know what I mean? So make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you check back in. You already know what it is, man. It's Y4S. Welcome to the Nexz YouTube channel. I'm out. Tech up. You already know what it is.